I have gathered from the internet the most popular, 12 to be exact, fashion tips for short kings. I am 5 feet 7 or 170.1 centimeters. 5 feet 5 inches is supposed to be where a guy is starting to be short, according to a very lazy search of the internet. And according to this very same lazy search, 5'9" is the average height for men in America. So I guess anything under 5'9" is considered short. And most of the brands are making their garments based on those averages, leaving us shorter dudes with too long ill-fitting clothes. However, there are some tweaks here and there we could do to make us look better in our clothes and not make us look smaller than we already are or disproportionate. This is not about looking taller to other people. It's about looking good and feeling good about ourselves. Editing Jonathan here. Obviously, I want you to take these rules with a grain of salt. See them more as a guideline until you figure out what really works best for you. Obviously, sizing is everything. So number 1, get the right fit. A t-shirt sleeve should hit about mid-bicep. The length of the t-shirt should be about mid-fly or just lower the belt. And the pant should be breaking just a little bit or not at all. Personally, I like a longer fit that will stack over my boot. But in order for this to not make me look shorter, I think it needs to be done with a slimmer fit jeans that has structure. Like this 14-ounce pure blue Japan denim that I love very much. And for a wider fit like this, I don't think there should be any break or stacking when you're a shorter guy. I think the perfect length for this would be just flush with the top of your shoe or your boot like this, and the back not covering the heel completely. Again, this is very personal, but too wide, too long is what's gonna make you look shorter. But in the world of taller men, where do we get the right fit? Well, there are stores that are specifically catering for a shorter guy, but Uniqlo is a great place to start because they have a lot of different sizes. Although what I notice is Japanese brands seems to have a lot more garments for a shorter guy, as the average height in Japan for a man is almost 2 inches smaller than a man in America. Number 2, get your clothes tailored. I know, it's more money, but a good tailoring goes a long way, my friend. That's why every time I buy a new piece, I actually factor in the price of the alteration I'm gonna have to do. Lost at least 2 inches and 3 inches there. And when I roll out my sleeve, I'm not stuck with a bunch of fabric, it's just flow more naturally. Or even better, find stores that offers free alteration when you shop there. Uniqlo, Levi's, Nordstrom, Lululemon, Madewell, Hugo Boss, J. Crew are some of the brands that I could find very easily, and for sure there's plenty more. So maybe make a list of those brands that offers free alteration at the store. Go investigate, see if you're gonna like the stuff that they have. Number 3, another simple one, yet very effective, roll it up. Some people say that the pant cuff should be no more than 2 inches, but I kind of disagree with that. The cuff should be the size that you want. And to be honest, I do think that a larger cuff looks actually really good on a nice pair of denim. It gives a je ne sais quoi to the outfit. Makes it more interesting. T-shirt roll-up is a classic. There's no specific length. Just roll it as much as you want or as little as you want. That doesn't really matter. And it's the same thing with a crew neck. I had this one adjusted so it fits me perfectly, but a little bit of a roll doesn't look bad either. It just makes your outfit breathe. And my clothes are not making me look shorter. Even a cardigan, although I'm not a huge fan of rolling up the sleeve of a really nice knit, but I'd rather roll the sleeve than have a bunch of fabrics hanging over my hand like this. I was never able to find a cardigan that fitted my smaller arm, so it seems. But to each their own. If you like the more sloppy, hiding the hand kind of style, that's really up to you. Rule number 4, stripes and patterns. I often read that shorter guys should not be wearing horizontal stripes, but only wear vertical stripes. And I kind of see where that comes from, because horizontal kind of widens the body, where vertical makes like elongates your silhouette. But I also read that it's not so much about the direction of the stripes as much as the size of the stripes. Basically, choose smaller patterns, stripes, square wear whatever it is, whichever way they go, just go for a smaller one than a bigger one, and it should be proportionate to your smaller build. Rule number 5, slimmer fits. I love wider pants and boxy t-shirts and always have them in my rotation, but I also like slimmer fits. It just depends on how I feel that day, but if you do dress in all wide oversized fit, it will make you look shorter than you already are. Having closer to the body fit will elongate your silhouette. Also, you can try to pair a slimmer top with a wider pant or a wider top with a slimmer pant. Try to mix and match what you have to discover new fits and what would work best for you. Number 6 and 7, they kind of work together. Mid to high-rise trouser and tuck in your top to elongate your silhouette. People call this the rule of third. High-rise is meant to trick the eye into believing that you have longer legs, and it gives you a more balanced frame. Plays with the proportion of your body. Where your hip bones are should be where your trouser waist is. It's usually aligned with the belly button. A little bit lower, a little bit higher, you know. Although personally for me, I feel the tuck-in is a little too formal, so I just like to do the aft tuck, or what they call the French tuck. I just find it more relaxed fitting. Or you can throw on a jacket or a shirt over it, which you still have that line, but it gives more texture to your outfit. It makes it more interesting. Which takes us to rule number 8, layering. I absolutely love layering stuff. It's comfortable, it looks good, you get to wear more of the clothes you like. And I've been trying new combinations with the clothes I have without buying anything else, because the goal of this is also not to go out and spend money on clothes that we don't have. It's about trying to make the best of the clothes we have. And this is my newfound layering outfit that I'm completely obsessed with. I don't really know how to do this shit. Uniqlo khakis, a little bit rolled up crop to show the boot, which are Viberg service boot. Nice blue country Levi's shirt, but I have to admit I bleached it. That's why it's a little bit lighter. Hoodie from Levi's as well. Overcoat. And this pattern, if you're wondering, it's called Houndstooth. I absolutely love how that looks. And to top it off, these vintage Gucci glasses that I am very happy to say that I bought them new 25 years ago. That's my layering obsession for spring 2026. Rule number 9, your footwear. Preferably, you would want to wear something with a sleeker profile for a boot or a shoe, such as a Chelsea boot, a service boot, loafers are very sleek, minimalist sneakers as well are very good. I just don't own one of those. Converse is an absolute classic. Cowboy boots is a very good example of a sleek boot profile. Basically, avoid making your feet look larger than they really are. Although here in Montreal during winter, you don't really have a choice. There's this coldness and snow threshold where style doesn't matter anymore, and this is where these come in. Basically, don't make your feet look larger and disproportionate of your small build. The next part is very personal, but hear me out. You can add to your height with boots. Cowboy boots being a really good option for that. This is a very traditional cowboy boot, and the heel is about 2 inches. This is the tallest heel I worn, and I have to admit I don't wear them because I just don't find it comfortable. About 1 inch, inch and a half, the tops for me. After that, I just feel weird. Although one thing I would never do is try to fake it. Don't hide blocks or fake heels inside your sneaker to deceive everyone so they perceive you as taller. Although, be my guest, if that's what you want to do you? But what I'm trying to say is, I think you would feel a lot more confident if you just embrace the heel. You know, I've seen some guys wearing platform Converse with confidence and they look great. Rule number 10, stick to monochromatic outfits, because it creates an unbroken vertical line. You know, actually, I really do love a monochromatic outfit with all the same color, but different shades as well as different textures in the pieces. Rule number 11, accessorize in proportion. Don't wear a huge watch if you have really small wrists, or don't wear a disproportionately funny looking Cuban link chain. Wear accessories that are gonna enhance you, not the other way around. Here's a great way to know if your watch is too big for you. The lugs are what holds your strap or your bracelet, and the rule of thumb is just make sure the lugs don't overhang from your wrist. See, this one is a 40, this one's a 42. The 40 looks a little bit bigger than the 42 because the lugs are actually much longer and it wears bigger. For me, this is the maximum I would go for my 7-inch wrist. And finally, rule number 12, stand tall and wear confidence. Walk straight with your shoulders back and look in front of you. Just by doing that, you're probably gonna gain at least 1 inch. Also, I find that wearing boots has helped me out to have a proper posture when I walk. Just don't walk around looking down with a rounded back. Your hips should be leading you forward, not your head. At the end of the day, always wear what you want and what makes you feel good, what makes you happy. But with those little adjustments, you might find that the clothes you have actually fits you even better than you thought. If you do have any Short Kings clothing tips or even stores that you think we should check out, please do share with the group in the comments section. Thank you for watching, you're amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.